And we love on YouTube. Okay, welcome again, everyone. Today we're going to talk here. We're going to discuss about self-esteem, low self-esteem, and confidence. And this is one more immersion in English here from TNT, and I'm going to explain you guys how it works. Okay, so what are we going to do? I'm going to separate you guys into small rooms. Okay, in these small rooms we're going to have like usually 4 to 5 people. And we're going to discuss the questions I have in here for you. I'm going to send the questions right now on the chat. If you guys don't receive it, you just let me know so I can send them again. Okay. Okay. Here they are. Awesome. And I need to explain just a few rules to you guys. You guys already know, but I'm going to just quickly go through them again. First one is, this is not a class. We're here in an immersion, in a conversation. So we're not here to teach you anything. We're just here to practice and learn naturally, okay? Observing the way other people talk and practicing the language. Since this is not a class, we're not here to correct anyone, okay? Let's just try to avoid correcting people. If a person asks you how to say a word or is confused, it's okay to help, but let's try avoid to correct people, you know, because sometimes it becomes a awkward situation. Okay. Rule number 3 is, let's try to be respectful to one another because this is a safe space for everyone. And rule number 4 is have fun. Okay. Get to know people, make friends, and practice your English a lot. Okay. So I'm gonna send the questions again for the people who got here after I sent them. Okay, they're all in the chat. And I'm gonna separate us all in the small rooms. Once you get to the small rooms, you introduce yourself. Okay, tell the people who you are, where you come from, what do you do. Okay, give a quick introduction about yourself, and then you guys can start working with the questions. Okay. Do any of you have any questions?
Nope.
No. Okay, really, really cool. Awesome. So I'm gonna separate you guys into the rooms. You guys are gonna get invitations to join the rooms or are going to be automatically sent to the rooms. If you have any questions or need help, you can just click on the help button or come back here to the main room, okay? Awesome. So the rooms are now divided. You guys are going to get the invitation and have a nice conversation. See you all back here in the main room in 40 minutes, okay? Okay, I just opened the rooms, but for the people who are not in the rooms, it means that you're going to stay here with me and we're going to have the conversation, okay? So let's start by introducing ourselves. And I'm gonna go alphabetically. Okay, Carol, could you introduce yourself to us, please?
Okay, so I'm Carol. I'm from Rio, as I said. I'm 27 years old. I used to work as a consultant, and this week I'm starting a new job in Boticário, which is a beauty company. And well, besides from that, I like to go to the beach, play volleyball, and eat a lot with my boyfriend, and also work out a little to balance things.
This is awesome. This is really, really cool. You're taking on a job at Boticário. This is really nice.
Yeah.
So, wow.
You guys can see me because my internet is a little bit unstable. I can see you guys.
Yeah, your image is freezing for us once in a while, but we can hear you just well. Cool. Now, following the order here, Eduardo, could you introduce yourself to us, please?
Hi, nice to meet all of you. I am Eduardo, I'm from Curitiba, And so I'm here in TNT for around the 60 times. I don't know.
Oh, that's really
Yes,
nice.
yes. But in different times, no, around the day. Sometimes I start the meeting early, sometimes at night, sometimes in the weekend, and I love that. I love it. So I'm here in Curitiba. I've been working as a buyer, no, and so about my life here, I've been studying English for 20 years, and so I am really tired, you know. And for this year, I decided to study and use the English in my life, you know. I think this is the most important because I spent a lot of time and a lot of money. And so, of course, I forgot a lot things, no? And it's for this reason that I am here to practice, to use what I've been studying, what I've been reading, no, and so make some friends, maybe, no. Nice to meet you.
That's really, really cool. That's really awesome, Eduardo. Nice to meet you too. And it's really great that you're enjoying here and we are able to help you with your English. It's really, really cool. Hey, so after E, we've got M. Mateus, could you introduce yourself to us, please?
Okay. Good afternoon, guys. My name is Mateus. I am 26. I live in Brasilia, and I work as a driver. And I've been attending TALK meetings since the beginning of the year. And I knew TNT through a YouTube video. And it is a big pleasure, to be here and learning. And that's it.
That's awesome. Super cool. Really nice. It's a pleasure to have you here as well. And now, Ulysses, could you introduce yourself to us, please?
Oh, yeah. Since my high school and middle school, I'm always the last because my name letter U and always the end. My name is Ulisses Ferreira. I live in Ribeirão Preto. I don't know. Do you know? Ribeirão, São Paulo.
I've heard of it. I've never been there, but I've heard a lot of it.
Yeah, it's Brazilian, California, Ribeirão. Yeah, I haven't worked nowadays. I stopped my work last month. Now I'm only studying English and French because I'm preparing to move to Canada next month.
Nice.
To Montreal. Yeah. And I got married for 10 years, and my life is so confused this moment because a lot of things to do, but okay, I survived.
Yeah, imagine you're going to Canada. That's a big change. There must be a lot of stuff to do, a lot of documents, and
Yeah,
that's
a
really,
lot of
really
things.
nice.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome. Well, hope we can help you here to improve your English and your French and whatever you need to go live your dream there in Canada. Are you going to Canada because you want to live in there, because of work?
Oh, I got a stud and I'm both in stud. Stud
Oh, a scholarship.
Yeah, yeah. And I will start a work there.
That's really, really cool. Congrats. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's great. And just so you guys can get to know me as well, my name is Júnior Rufino. I am 20 years old. I live in Hortolândia, São Paulo. I'm an English teacher. I've been teaching English for 2.5 years now. And I just love being here on TNT, especially because this is the place where I finally got the freedom to speak in English without worrying. Even when I was when I started being a teacher, I would teach English, but I would be really, really ashamed of speaking in English with other fluent or native people. And it was like a really big barrier for me. But then I started coming to TNT and I just set free. I've been here. I've made friends. I've talked to a lot of people from Brazil and outside Brazil. I've watched these people. I've talked to these people 2 a.m, drunk people speaking English. It was really, really fun. So TNT helped me a lot to overcome my fears of speaking English. And I love it here. That's why I'm here helping with the volunteer work and everything to keep going with this conversations. Okay. That's really, really cool. Okay, so let's work with question number 2, actually, because question number 1 was to introduce ourselves. And now, question number 2. I want to ask Eduardo, is it easier to believe in the good stuff or in the bad stuff that someone say about you?
Yes. Before, just one comment. So I've been studying French also, Ulysse.
very good.
I know say le ciel est bleu. But I am learning, no?
Oh, very nice.
So regarding the question, so of course the bad news is much more interesting, but I think after COVID-19, I am selecting more my news because so man, I am so tired about the bad news, no? And so I am selecting good news more frequently nowadays.
It's really, really cool. But like when it comes to you, like stuff people talk to you about you, for example, if I tell you, if Carolina comes to you and say, Eduardo, you are a very talented singer, for example, and then Mateus come to you and say, Eduardo, you're a very bad singer. Which one is easier to believe, the good stuff or the bad stuff?
I think depends, because I'm good dancer. It's right. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But I think depends. No, depends the who is responded this question. No, if the person have safety about himself, you know. So say, no, that's okay. Yes, I dance very well. And so, and if the person don't like so much, so, oh, really? Why? What you saw about my dancing? So, oh my gosh, no. And so for me, it's not more a problem. I don't know if about my age because I am 39 years old, and so it doesn't matter for me bad things, especially about me, you know. So I think that's okay. I'm not perfect, no. Especially in English, you know. I think it's very important. So you make a mistake, so that's okay. So I try explain another way, another way. I
That's
think
really
it's it
nice.
for me.
That's super cool. That's really nice. Okay. And what about you, Ulysses? Is it easier for you to believe in the good or in the bad things that someone says about you?
Oh, it's a hard question because feedbacks, it's always difficult to listen. But that's the good stuff. It's easier, okay. But I'm shy. Sometimes I'm not comfortable, but it's easier. On the other hand, the bad stuff, it's more difficult to listen, but bad things can increase our life, no? has this power to increase, to do it better, and it's important too. But it's not easy to listen. Oh, you're not good in this thing or the other thing. Maybe at work it's you usually to do feedbacks. It's not easy to listen. Do you agree? I don't know.
Very nice. Well, I'm gonna leave my opinions for last, but then I'm gonna ask Carol, is it easier to believe in the good or in the bad stuff that people say about you?
Well, I think for me, it's easier to believe in bad things. Um, Especially because when someone says something good, I always think like it's my mom's, my dad, my boyfriend, they have to say that, right? So for me, it's always easier to believe in bad things, and I'm a very pessimist person as well, but I always try to get better in things. I always try to improve myself. So I believe in bad things. So then I go there and improve myself. So I think I'm more pessimist than you guys. But yeah.
This is really, really cool. Okay. And what about you, Mateus? Is it easier to believe on the bad or good stuff people say about you?
So to be honest, is it easier to me to believe in the bad things? Because whenever someone says something about me that it's a bad thing, I'm more likely to feel upset or angry. And most of the time that people say something about me, but in a good way, I try to be humble. I try to just, thank you, or something like that, but to be honest, it's really hard to me, sometimes just listen some people saying something bad, because all of us are imperfect, and unfortunately, it's so hard. And I totally understand what Elisa said, especially at work. It's not easy to listen to someone who says something bad about you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what she said. When it comes to work and this kind of stuff, getting feedback, like negative feedback, it's something really, really hard. And I think it depends a lot on like what the person thinks or like the way the person sees themselves. But well, personally for me, I don't know. I don't really know. I'm really self-conscious. I like to know I am self-aware and I know myself well enough, to know if what people are talking about me it's true or not. But I think psychologically, believing on bad stuff people talk about us, it's a lot easier because sometimes we have this this feeling, not this feeling, this, I forgot the word in Portuguese and English. Eu esqueci em português e inglês a palavra agora. We have this custom, this habit of putting ourselves down, Every time somebody says something good about us, oh no, I'm not that good at it. No, it's just something, it's something. But when it's something bad, you take it, to your heart and you just like start overthinking about it and like, this is something not really healthy, but it's something that we do it very often.
I think it's human nature, but I like to think not as negative feedback, but as constructive feedback. So that's how I deal with it.
That's awesome. This is really, really
Yes,
cool.
because it's so hard to listen and to offer negative feedback. Because to tell other people you need to improve your listening will improve your capacity to do class. Oh, it's not easy to offer feedback. It's so hard to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it got easier for me because in my previous job, we had a very intense culture of feedback, and they always taught us like, if you don't give the feedback to the person, he or she won't get better, you know. So when I like someone, when I love someone, I want them to improve themselves. So it's easier for me to give constructive feedback to to these persons, you know. So it started to getting easier, and I like to receive constructive feedback as well, because sometimes we don't see ourselves as we are, you know.
That's really, really good. Yeah, I think it's true, because like you don't want to, it's hard to tell people bad news. It's hard to tell someone that sometimes they're doing something wrong, or, they could improve on something. Uh, but hiding is also not cool, because if it's something that person should work, should improve to become a better person, a better professional, or anything, then it's something that should be shared, so the person has the chance to improve and to work on it. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But for me, it's really difficult to give bad news to people. I I don't like, my therapist said that I don't like disappointing people. For me, it's really, really difficult to tell them bad stuff.
You're just like my boyfriend, so
So if you want to talk, we can try to work on it. But okay, question number 3. Mr. Mateus, let me ask you, have you got any good things to say about you, about yourself? What do you have of good to say about yourself?
So that's a good question. Let me just make a minute.
No
Have you
problem.
got any good things to do? Have you got any good things to say about you? How often do you do that? So actually, this is important because I remember that I was watching a video and ago was explaining about this because it's important. We recognize our skills, our qualities. Actually, she passed an exercise which we need to, to get a paper and then try to write about the qualities that we have, about the skills, about uh, what we like about ourselves. For example, I like uh, my hair, I like my eyes, or something like that. And this is important to develop self-confidence and self-esteem. And since I watched this video, I started to do that. And this is so good to me because I'm able, to develop myself, to improve every day. And also, I think this is like a therapy to me, to recognize about me, because sometimes every day we listen someone saying something about us, something negatively, and we are likely to feel sad about this. But in my opinion, even if these things are little things, for example, oh, you're not good at this, or you're not good at that, but I think it's important. We have discuss them, to to recognize about our abilities, and I try to do that.
That's really, really cool. Okay, now Mateus, choose another person here in the room to answer this question next.
So, Eduardo, could you tell us a little bit about your opinion?
Yes. So I think I try to do my best every day. No, of course, some days I am unhappy. I am a normal people, no, I'm not a normal person. But so when I am unhappy, feel unhappy, I love it. See this picture that I bought. Let me see if I can show for all of you. All things are possible if you believe. No, and I think it inspires me, and so I can remember once when I went to the United States. I don't have money, and I'm in that period of my life. My English was very bad, and so it was a huge challenge for me, and I could do that. And so I think so um, sometimes the life is not so easy, you know. But I think every day I try to do my best. I think it's much important for me. It's very important for me.
Opa, I was mute. As doing your best always pays off. It's something really, really important. Sometimes it's not that easy, as you said. Some days you just wake up happy and you're not feeling it, but it's worth to put on a bit of effort and just try, because at the end of the day, it's worth it. It really is. Eduardo, you choose the next person to answer question number 3.
Okay, Ulysses, please go ahead.
Okay. I totally agree with you guys, and really with the Matheus said about the to do analysis time to time, because we need to know how skills we have, and we need to improve. And I'm only complete this what he said, that we need to be honest in that analysis, because sometimes I'm a so percent person, okay, but in the first block you stop it. Oh, you don't percent, you are percent when it's easy. When it's difficult, you stop it. So, but this be honest to yourself is so important in the analysis.
That's awesome. Because this process of self-assessment, self-analysis is what help us to understand what are our weak spots, the abilities we need to work more. And it's not easy to do it, It requires a lot of emotional intelligence for you to stop and really try to understand yourself and really realize what stuff are not going well and you should work on it. Because usually human nature is we don't respond well to judgment, and we tend not to we believe when the bad stuff comes from the other people. When they say we are bad on something, we usually believe. But when it's for us to stop and think and realize what we need to work on and accept that we have a weak spot in this area and try to work on it, then we are usually resistant, So this kind of stuff, it's really difficult to do. It requires a lot of emotional intelligence, I guess. but it's important. If you guys are doing it, you guys are really doing well. Okay, and now we've got Carolina. Carolina, what have you got to say good stuff about yourself?
I don't
Can't hear
think-
you. Maybe your phone is disconnected or something. We still can't. No.
What about now?
Perfect.
Yeah, okay. So I have done a lot of years of therapy. So but I think I have lots of good things about me, but I think it's difficult, to recognize. But I think I do sometimes, time to times. I just try to remember what I have accomplished in my life. And well, for me to do that, I have to have some good things, So I try to always remember that and do a lot of meditation as well. So I like it, and I think it's brings me positive vibes. So it's easier for me to see the good stuff about me. So I think, yeah, I think that's it.
That's actually awesome because you don't go straight for like, oh, what am I good at? What are my abilities or qualities? You go like, what stuff did I do that I'm proud of? And what things did I have to, what abilities did I have and did I use when I was doing it? So then you're like, there's no way you can't believe you have these abilities because it's something you've achieved, right?
Yes, exactly.
That's really smart. That makes a lot of sense. It's really, really cool. Hey. Wow, good things to say about myself. I've got plenty. I've got some. Not plenty. This is a lot of ego. But I do got some good stuff to say about myself. I think I try to neglect the bad stuff. I know a lot of bad stuff. I have a lot of bad stuff to say about myself as well. But I usually try to neglect that. I think I am aware of a lot of problems I have, but I am reluctant working with them. Like procrastination, I think it's my worst problem of all. And
Of the
I
world, maybe.
who in here is a procrastinator? I am a top-notch procrastinator. Yes, guys, I understand you. Go ahead, Mateus. I thought you would say something.
Actually, I've just, moved my hand because I'm like you, because sometimes I have this problem, procrastination.
And the problem with procrastination is we know we have this problem, but we don't work on it because we're procrastinating to work on it.
Yeah,
Really,
it's pretty difficult.
really hard.
What helps me is that I always talk to my boyfriend about it, and I say, I have to do this, but I'm so lazy, and then I ask him to remind me all the time, so until I get done. So yeah, that's what helps me.
That's really, really nice. That's why it's good to like have a person with you. You can cheer each other up and help each other. Awesome. Now, Ulises, let me ask you question number 4. How often do you compare yourself with someone else, with other people?
This question have 2 points. for me, because to compare other people, it's not so good. But have one good point for me when I compare other people to inspire me to do something. Oh, he can. Oh, I think I can too. Okay, it's possible because someone did. But I think someone it's different. Someone have a way, have a one life. It's difficult to compare other people exactly. Okay, because my life, my experience, my knowledge, it's only me.
This is awesome. This is really cool. Awesome words. And what about you, Carolina? How often do you compare yourself with other people, with someone else?
Well, I don't I don't I don't compare myself a lot. I used to, but I don't do it anymore because I understand now that everyone has your time and your different abilities and stuff, and like I used to compare myself looking for others' success, but I also understand that success for me is different for other persons, and I think that sometimes especially now on Instagram, people only post good things and it's not real life. So I try not to compare myself anymore with people. And but I agree with Ulysses. I think there is a good comparison, when someone does thing something very well and you can learn from it. But I try not to, even though.
That's awesome. And what about you, Eduardo? How often do you compare yourself with someone else?
Yes, I'm using comparing myself with people have aspects in their lives that I want to be good to. For example, when I decided to definitely use my English and use it to definitely, I think so. How can I inspire me? So first I need to use. So I change all of my devices for English. Second, so I need someone that I can. I don't know. For example, my brother-in-law was really in front of me in Duolingo, and I think, oh no, 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 I don't, I don't want this. I will pass him, and so I could. And so I think I use it like in these situations, no, when I know that I have some gap in my life that I need to learn or I don't know, improve something, some skills in my life. I use the others to compare with me to inspire me, and so I use the same strategy than Ulysses was use.
Awesome. This is really, really good. So your brother-in-law was in front of you. It was ahead of you on Duolingo, and you outran him.
Yes, but now I have a double of the points.
Awesome. Really, really
So
good. That's
competitive, so competitive person.
oh, it's a brother-in-law. It's okay. They're made for competition.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. And what about you, Mateus? How often do you compare yourself with someone else?
So I don't have this problem. Actually, I don't like it because I think someone is different. No, every human being is unique in this world, and everyone has their own circumstances, their skills and abilities. And in my opinion, there are people, like me, other guys or other girls, who has the same age with me, that are in front of me, like in a personal development. So, some people have their own house or have their own Honda Civic. However, I don't need to compare myself with that people because everyone has their own story through the life. Some people maybe had opportunities. Some people maybe had luck in the life, or not, or was just their skills. But in my opinion, everyone should work on their own personal development. And I try to do this, and I try not compare myself with others, because my circumstances are different, my beliefs are different, and that's my point of view.
That's really, really good. Exactly. In this way of comparing is now really, really good. When we also talked about not comparing and actually being inspired, now inspiring yourself and other people was really, really happy. Because that, I guess, like comparing is not that good. Inspiring yourself and other people, I think it's better, because then you have a role model and you can, see what other people have accomplished. And if it's something you wish for yourself, it's nice for you to inspire. I guess comparison is something natural in this inspiring process, because everything we need to do requires a kind of comparing. For example, if Mateus realized something, Mateus accomplished something, Elise has accomplished the same something, and Eduardo wants to accomplish this thing. Mateus accomplished this stuff with certain experience, on certain place, with certain conditions and rules. Ulysses did it on a whole different set of conditions and features and characteristics. And Eduardo lives another life, completely different from both of them. So then it's like, there's a bit of comparison on these areas because he needs to know what is different between him and Mateus. How can he make up for that? How is this going to work for them? Because to spot the differences between you and the other person and not be sad about it, but think, what can I do to accomplish the same thing, in my, with my point of view, with my experience, with my resources and opportunities, Don't let this bring you down. Use this comparison to know, oh, I've got the same strengths, I've got the same opportunities. This here is different. What can I do with it? So I think comparison is a natural process during the when you have someone as a role model, but it shouldn't be something negative, I guess. Now, I'm just going to skip a few questions. This is going to be the last question we're going to have time to work on today. But I'm going to skip to question number 9 and ask you guys. No, I'm going to skip to question number 8 and ask you guys. Why is it important to speak and take care of low self-esteem and confidence? Why is it important to talk about that? And I'm gonna leave it open. Whoever wants to talk, just go for it.
Well, I think sometimes when you talk about your low self-esteem, you somehow deconstruct, I don't know if that's the word, some thoughts you have about yourself. Like, I don't know, I'm ugly because I have I don't know, small y. And then when you talk about it with a friend or someone, and he says, "Of course not. I think your eye is very pretty because it's this color or have these characteristics." It kind of deconstructs the things you have on your mind. You know, I think sometimes we create a monster in our head, and to talk about it, it's important to understand why and where this comes from, you know, and then just take it off of your mind. So I think that's why it's important. And of
Mm,
course, when you do that, you grow confidence.
that's awesome. It's really, really good. Anyone else?
Yeah, and we are in constantly grow up and to talk to speak about the confidence and about the problem can change or can uh, develop knowledge or skills and us to increase our lives. And such as Carolina said, so sometimes some things are only in our mind, not exist, really exist. Okay, it's a problem in our mind. To talk about it, it's important because a lot of people, oh, it's not a problem. I have it too. No problem. Is it the life? Is it okay? And we take more confidence.
Yeah, really, really good. Just go for it.
Such as the talk conversation, because
Yes.
when I start, my English is not good. My English is so bad. But when I start, I saw the other problems, the other people with problems with me. Oh, my English is not so bad. I think I can. It's my confidence about this.
Uh, I think Eduardo Mateus wanted to talk as well. You guys can just go.
Yeah, I would like to answer this question because this question it's so cool because self-confidence, self-esteem is something so important to all of us because um, if we want to accomplish something, you know, like a date or a work or just buying something, you know, or travel. If you want to accomplish anything, you know, if we don't have self-confidence, self-esteem, things are more likely to be difficult because if ourselves don't trust in ourselves, you know, the first persons that should trust in ourselves needs to be ourselves because, for example, if someone wants to have a date, you know, and then she or he doesn't trust in himself or herself, of course, people are more likely to realize, you know, that um, they don't have self-esteem or self-confidence. Um, and for that reasons, I think this is so important because when we develop these skills, you know, when we walk like a winner, with our shoulders high, just seeing in front of us, when we go an interview of a job, and then people are more likely to realize that we have self-confidence, and then they are more likely to trust in our skills, and also in different circumstances of our lives. If we develop that skills, we are more likely to be surrounded by that qualities, and then attract more people. This is my point of view.
This is really, really cool. And this was triggering, oh my God, because I have a date tonight, and the person I'm going out with is a really handsome person, is a really gorgeous person. And I was freaking out about like what to wear and this kind of stuff, how to portray myself, because this is something that it hits a nerve, like our self-image and the way we see ourselves. It's something really, really difficult. I wouldn't say I have the best self-image about myself, but I try. But usually on stuff like this, like dates, I got really nervous. And Eduardo wanted to say something as well.
Oh, yeah, so I am a coach. I studied the years for this, and so when in my experience, if one client of mine, for example, has self-esteem, it depends. I need the diagnosis. I need to see if this is a moment in the life of that person, of that can be a problem, like stress, for example. So stress, we can't work with it, because we need a specialized to working in it, like a psychologist, no? Because, for example, one coach, one person, one professional coach hit in the people, no, in the person. Hit is like incentive, no, and say things. And if the other person is not so good, so instead a person go straight, so the person fell down. And so it's very important to, I think, be some careful, because sometimes we can't really help the other person. No?
Sorry, I was mute.
Oh, that's cool. You are a coach. What kind of coach do you are?
Oh, career coaching and executive coaching. Coach, I am working.
That's cool, man.
It's really, really cool. Love to see all of your guys' points of views. It was really, really great. I wish we could stay here for longer. I'm just going to ask Vinicius. Vinicius is the only one who stayed here from the other rooms. Vinicius, how was the conversation for you? Hey, Vinny, you there?
You are muted.
Yeah, you're mute. Maybe not.
Yeah. Sorry. Was a great conversation, of course. See a lot of different opinions in there. Was a good topic, of course. I think it's important to talk about self-esteem, about confidence. It's a good thing to talk about it.
Awesome. Really, really cool. Really nice. Hope you like. Really glad you liked it. And guys, we kind of have to go, but I just left here on the chat the link, okay, of this conversation we've just had. It's there on YouTube, and I would like you to ask you guys to go there and comment, okay, on the video, so you guys can tell us how the conversation was for you, what you liked, what you didn't like, how is the project helping you, what we could improve, because it helps us not only to know how the conversations are going and how we can improve the conversations, but also to bring more attention to this video so more people can join us and practice English and get to learn as well. Okay, so if you guys can give it a quick click here and just comment something there, it helps us a lot. Okay, and guys, thank you all for coming to this conversation. Love to have you here. Please wash your hands, wear masks, take the vaccine, and have an amazing weekend. That's it. Okay.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you all for
Have a good
coming.
weekend.
You guys too, and bye. And you,
Thank
person
you for
who
having
are
me.
oh, thank you for having you here. And you, person who is watching on YouTube right now, why are you not here with us yet? Come on, you need to come here and have these conversations with us to practice your English, Spanish, French, whatever you want. This is a free space, safe space, and we're here to help you. So go to talkandtalk.com.br right now. Okay, go to our website and schedule a free class so you can participate here with us. Okay, this is